Hi and welcome back for another video. This video is about the best features of Samsung Galaxy J1 4G, also known as Samsung Galaxy J120. Before making this video, I had to keep certain things in my mind about the J1 4G. First of all, the J1 4G is a low budget Android smartphone. I had to keep this in my mind. Secondly, the brand value of Samsung. And I also had to keep this in my mind. I recommend you also keep these factors in mind. You cannot expect Samsung Galaxy S7 like features in smartphone of this price. So let us proceed and discuss the best features of the Samsung Galaxy J1 4G. The moment I picked up the smartphone, I fell in love with the size of the smartphone. It is pocketable smartphone. It's very beautiful size. Unfortunately, I can't keep a smartphone of this size. I need to have larger and a bigger smartphone, especially for browsing, doing other works like editing videos, photos, and so on. If I could keep a smartphone of this size, I would run to the chance of purchasing the smartphone. There are many who I spoke to actually, and they have said, especially I spoke to the senior citizens and the people who are above the age of 40, and they told me all the time that a smartphone of smaller size is what they would prefer because it is very difficult for them to handle a 5-inch device. They prefer 4.5-inch size over 5.5 and 5-inch device because of their pocketability. Even though 4.5 inch is a small size, you can easily do whatever you want on the smartphone. You can easily do browsing and stuff. And I actually had a 4.5 inch device back 3 years back, and I really loved browsing the internet on that smartphone, and it is all that I did on a smartphone back then. And then things changed, and I also started doing editing and all that on the smartphone. So things keep changing. So now let's move after size. The second best thing that you are getting in terms of specification on J120 is the AMOLED display. Right, you are looking at the display of the Samsung Galaxy J120 right now. It's a Super AMOLED. I personally have not seen a Super AMOLED display smartphone at this price point in a branded smartphone. That's right. Yes, there was a smartphone from a company which was a Chinese company, but again, they provided AMOLED display. But again, this is Samsung smartphone, and you have to keep this point in mind because it is a Samsung. It's a brand, unlike those Chinese smartphones who don't even give proper service for their customers. The third thing that I can think of keeping its price in mind is its performance. The 1 GB of RAM complements the 1.3 GHz quad-core processor really well. The typing speed is average on the smartphone. For an entry-level smartphone, the specifications are more than enough. For the price, the smartphone is all-rounder, has everything that needs to be there on a smartphone, on a basic smartphone. Compared with the competition, the smartphone lacks in a lot of areas. But for the brand conscious people, this is more than enough. And with these things, I would like to sign off. Thanks for watching. I will meet you next time in another video.